Hey guys, James with Torches and Tactical. Today we're looking at the Fenix CL27R. Now this is probably one of the most unique and honestly straight up cool lanterns I've come across. You have the handle here, you have so many different modes, you can change the temperature, and when it's off, oh there you go, when it's off you even have some red lights in there. So very, very cool. Now I do want to walk through some of the specifications before I just tell you everything this thing can do. Now I want you to know that when it's in flood mode, this will go between 10 and 1200 lumens. When it's in spot mode, that center LED, it'll go between 5 and 800 lumens. When you have both, it'll be rated between 15 and 1600 lumens. Sorry, 15 lumens and 1600 lumens, not 1500 and 1600. And you also have that red light, which has two different modes. You have your on and your your flashing, which goes for 10 lumens each. It is drop resistance rated, even with this pivoting hinge for the handle. It is drop resistance rated to 1.5 meters and is IP66 water resistance rated. Now it does have probably one of the most stout USB-C covers that I've seen. A little difficult to put in, if I'm being totally honest, but it is probably one of the most stout ones I've come across, and I do firmly believe that it will hold out water without issues. The whole thing comes in at 300 grams, and that's with the battery. Speaking of that battery, it does include one little accessory that I've never seen on any other light, and I'll show you that here in just a second. Now, one interesting little quirk, if I'm going to be Doug DeMuro about this, luminous flux 5 lumens to 1600 lumens. I don't think I've ever seen one listed, especially directly on the light, listed as luminous flux, but it does also tell you that it is color temperature between 2700 and 6500 K. So I'm going to go ahead and set this down real fast, show you everything that came in the package. And for starters, Fenix, you guys have seen a couple Fenix lights on this channel already. You guys know what their packaging is all about. Very, very stiff and sturdy plastic, so nothing gets hurt. But to further solidify that, inside they do offer a very, very nice foam. Now that foam is going to make sure that there's no issues during shipment. When it's on its way to you, you're not going to have any issues at all. But I do want to get these out of the way and then let you know that they also include a user manual. And I would recommend hanging on to this for a little bit just because it is going to make sure that you have the utmost advantage when it comes to changing modes and everything on your CL27R. So it has a few languages in here, lets you walk through exactly what each button does, but I'll go ahead and show you that here in just a second here as well. So let's get this out of the way. You do also have a warranty card, so you fill this out, you can send it in. Now Fenix has a fantastic warranty, and if you ever do need to use it, they will take care of you. I've never had to use any though. Fenix I know is very, very high end. Granted, they are a little on the spendy side compared to some of the lesser known brands, but you get what you pay for. It is a fantastic warranty, and they stand behind their product, definitely. So let's get this out. And I did mention earlier that the CL27R is USB-C, so you have a USB-A to USB-C cord. It's nothing special. It is definitely a generic unit, but it does get the job done. Now, I always have a USB-C cord over here, so frankly, most of the factory cords or the manufacturer cords I don't open, but let's get this out of the way. And now for the little baggie that comes with it. You do see a replacement O-ring because the port on the bottom does open up. But on top of that, there is also something that I've never seen come in as an accessory to a light. So here we go. Let's set this O-ring down. And you have a small clear, I think they call it a battery coin. And this is going to help you in removing that battery. So it slides in there very taut. And this is going to help undo that battery cap. So I'll show you more about that here in just a second. I do want to walk through the design of the CL27R now. And frankly, I think it looks very cool. It has definitely a industrial / almost military vibe to it. You see the dials here. It's got two. You do have battery indicators. Now I've been burning through this quite a bit. So this is actually probably the third charge that I've used on my CL27R. So you have, each one is set up for quarter segments, so 25, 50, 75, and 100%. Then you have that button, which also serves as your red light activation. You see the Fenix logo right here. It does get a little on the toasty side. Not bad as a lot of others, but it is limited to that 1600 lumens. You see the brand Fenix CL27R. you got that serial number, and on the back, again, letting you know that it is a Fenix branded light. I really like these Torx screws too. It gives it a very tough look. Now, I do stand behind the fact that this is 1.5 meters drop resistance rated, because I've dropped this quite a few times. Granted, it was on my floor inside the house during testing, but I've dropped this quite a few times, and it's holding up very, very well. You have your governmental signage. Again, luminous flux 5 to 1600 lumens. Color temperature 2700K to 6500K, and then it lets you know that it does include a lithium-ion battery, 3.6 volts at 5000 milliamp hours. Now I will go ahead and show you that just so we can get the battery coin out of the way and you guys know what it comes with. So it is righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, and you can immediately see the O-ring right there. Here, let me bring this up. You can see the O-ring right there. This is what will be replaced with the one inside that bag. But that battery coin holds it very, very tight. It's not going to come flying off. You don't have to worry about dropping anything or losing it. And inside you do have a 5000 milliamp hour 21700 cell, 3.6 volts, 18 watt hours, and I believe I saw it earlier. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the part number on this is ARB-L21-5000. This is apparently their second iteration. So it looks like it is a protected cell, a little bit longer. But I want to go ahead and get this in now because I want to show you how the CL27R works. So let's go ahead and screw this back in. And battery coin, we no longer need that. I'm going to go ahead and put it with the rest of the package. And then as far as activation, like I said, you have two rotating dials right here, and you have that top button. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate. You can see where it says off and max. So this is going to be your on and your brightness changing right here. So whatever mode you're in will change brightness with the rotation of the right dial. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And then on the left side, this is your temperature. So this is going to go from that 2700K all the way over, and it does very, very fluidly rotate all the way to the 6500K. So here, I'm going to go ahead and show you on my hand. So you can see that it gets very, very warm, get that natural light look. And then when it's off, you can go ahead and press and hold, and this will turn on your red light. Press one more time, you got your red flashing. But that's not all. I said you could do both a flood, a spot, and both. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on one more time, and then from here you can press that center button when it's on, and it will change between spot, flood, and both. So very, very cool. Lots of access to multiple different modes, different color temperatures. So pretty much anything you'd need you can get from the Fenix CL27R. But now what I want to do is I want to show you guys what this can do outside. So I want to show you what the red light will do in addition to all the way down at 2700 and 6500K. So let's get out and do this. All right, guys, tonight we're out here with the Fenix CL27R. Now this is their directional work lamp. So I'm just going to go ahead and get straight into it. Now I'm going to go ahead and rotate that dial and turn it on. And you can see it is in cool white. Now it has that other dial on the other side. And that's going to give you the option to change from cool to warm and back again. So infinitely adjustable between the two. Now, if you go back to that first dial, you can change the intensity or the brightness. All the way to off. So now there is that button in the center. Let's go ahead and press that. And that will alternate between flood, throw, and flood throw. And just so you guys can see how it works, I'm going to go ahead and change that dial back to cool white. And this is flood and throw with the CL27R. Now at flood and throw, it can go up to 1600 lumens. But if you go to warm and just do flood, it can go all the way down to 5 lumens. So again, this is 1600 lumens, and I will rotate down so you can see. Actually, you know what? That's my mistake. This is 1600 lumens with the CL27R. My mistake, guys. I thought I was all the way up. And This is warm all the way down in just flood mode. So this is 5 lumens with the CL27R. On top of that, there is also a long press from that center button. And you can get a solid red and press one more time and get a flashing red. Now these are going to be operating at 10 lumens each. Long press again to shut it off. All right, and now that we've seen the CL27R in its natural habitat, let's get back inside. All right, guys, we went outside and we saw what the Fenix CL27R can do, and I do have to say right out of the gate, I really appreciate the fact that it does have a handle. Not only does it have a handle, but it has a handle with a 1/4-inch mount as well as magnets, so you can stick this to pretty much anything or any metal ferrous surface that you might need to and direct that light. I do wish these were a little bit tighter, and maybe that's something that can be adjusted, but I would like to be able to guide the light, and it does seem to fall down a little bit if you have to guide it straight up. So, but other than that, I do have to say that I really do like the CL27R, and that's mainly because you don't always just want a lantern. I mean, it's nice to have a floodlight. You can literally carry it like this, but you can also carry it like a directional lantern too. That spotlight is fantastic. Here, I'm going to turn it on. That spotlight is fantastic at throwing light out there, and it's going to give you the option here. Let's go ahead and get that off. This is going to give you the option to use it as a warm, inviting light in regular lantern mode, use it as a warning indicator with the red lights, or use it as a regular flashlight. Granted, a little more obscure of a handheld carry, but nonetheless, it is going to function in all of those modes. I really do like the lens design here on the outside as well. But if you guys like this Fenix CL27R, I do highly recommend you check it out down at the link in the description. On top of that, you will have a code to where you can save a little bit of money on your own CL27R or anything else that you find on the Fenix site. That being said, guys, I really would appreciate if you could like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. And when you subscribe, click on that bell notification because that's going to let you guys know when we have another review coming out. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.